Do you know a guy who talked to a kangaroo?
Hi there.
Who's always ready to learn about something new.
Wow.
Whose favorite book has all the animals you could wish. Who's proud to say his best friend is a fish.
That's right, it's my man Stanley.
Oh yeah, it's my man Stanley.
Welcome to Stanley's world. Come help him figure out what life is all about.
Who takes you swimming
with dolphins?
Oh yeah.
Laughs with the lion too.
Cool.
No problem Stan can't solve. It's solving it involves having a friend like you. Having a friend like you.
It's Stanley.
It's Stanley. We've got a friend like you.
It's Stanley.
It's Stanley.
It's Stanley. Sunburn Stanley.
Okay, boys. I see a nice spot for our blanket right over there.
There's nothing quite like a day of sun and fun at the beach now, is there?
Nope. And today's the big sand sculpture contest, too.
Do you know what your family's sand sculpture will be?
No, not yet. But I know it's going to be the biggest and best one we ever made.
Heavy.
Here we are.
The water looks awesome.
Yeah, let's go. Oh,
All right.
I can't wait to
go.
get in.
Not so fast, you two. Aren't you forgetting something?
I'm already wearing my bathing suit.
That's not what I mean.
I promised to stay close to shore where you can see me.
That's good, but I'm talking about something else.
Swimsuit, stay close to shore.
Sunscreen, Stan. We've got to put on sunscreen.
That's right, Lionel. I don't want either of you to get a sunburn.
Oh, right.
I have some right here in my bag. Uh-oh. I'd better go help your father. Put on some sunscreen, and then you can go into the water.
Oh, no, you don't. Big brother's first.
No, little brother's first. Hey!
Don't worry, Stan. I'll be done in just a sec.
I can't wait to get into that water. You want to come in too?
Oh, no. That ocean water is much too salty for me. Besides, I have my own personal pool. Ah, yes. I'll be quite comfortable right here.
Okay, but you're gonna miss all the fun. First, I'm gonna go swimming. Then I'm gonna collect seashells. Then I'm gonna build the biggest, best sand sculpture ever.
Sounds like you have quite a day ahead of you.
Yeah, but I can't get started until Lionel gives me the sunscreen. What's taking so long?
I have a lot of surface area to cover.
Stanley! Did you hear something?
I thought I heard someone say...
Stanley! Hey, that's Lester. I think. Is that you, Lester?
Not without your sunscreen, you don't.
Finally. Hey, he finished it all. There's none left for me.
Well, you better go ask your mother for more.
But that'll take even longer. Maybe I could...
You're not thinking about going into the sun without sunscreen, are you?
Well,
You could get a sunburn.
Nah, the sun doesn't look that bright. I'm not that hot either. I don't think I need it.
Looks can be deceiving, Stanley. The sun may not look that bright, but it can still give you a sunburn.
Don't worry, Dennis. I'll be fine.
But Stanley!
Hey, Lester, is that you?
Hi, Stanley. Could you help me up? Wow. Thanks.
Want to go look for shells?
Okay, but I have to stay where my parents can see me.
Me too.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah.
We only need to find a few more seashells to decorate our sand sculptures.
Look at this one, Stanley.
I think that one's a rock too, Lester.
Again? Round.
How do you like this one?
It's perfect.
Ow!
Nice job, Stanley.
Ouch! Why'd you hit me so hard?
I didn't think I did.
That hurt really bad.
I'm sorry, Stanley. Hey, you don't think I might have super strength like a superhero, do you?
Maybe.
Don't worry, Stanley. Someday you could be as strong as me. You might want to try some push-ups or something.
Okay.
Ouch! Oops, I forgot. Guess I don't know my own strength. Hey, why is your back all red?
I don't know, but it sure does hurt.
Boys, time for lunch.
Lunch? Good idea. I wonder what my folks brought.
Coming, Mom.
See you later, Stanley.
Did you have fun out there in the sand?
Ouch!
What's wrong, Stanley?
My back hurts whenever anyone touches it.
Stanley, you're sunburned.
Whoa, you're as red as a lobster.
Hey, I'm not a lobster.
Well, you sure look like one.
Didn't you put on sunblock like I told you?
Well, I was gonna, but then we ran out.
Stanley Griff, you should have come and told me. I have another bottle in my beach bag. Putting on sunscreen is very important. Your skin needs protection.
I know. I'm sorry, Mom.
Now what?
Stanley shouldn't be in the sun anymore.
But what about the sand sculpture contest? Can we stay if I promise to sit under the umbrella? Can we, please?
Well, okay. But you have to stay in the shade.
Cool. I'm gonna go play beach volleyball.
Well, if we're going to enter that sand sculpture contest, we'd better get the rules. We'll be right back, honey. Stay out of the sun.
Do I really look like a lobster?
Well, you're quite red, Stanley. But you don't have claws now, do you?
Oh, right. Lobsters have claws.
Perhaps we should use our time in the shade to learn about lobsters.
Okay. But how? I can't go back in the water.
I was actually thinking we could use a certain book.
The grip.
Wait! All right, the coast is clear. No sign of Harry or Elsie.
The great big book of everything.
What? Oh, you've got to be kidding.
It's the great big book of everything with everything inside. See the world around us. This book's the perfect guide.
I do wish they'd put this song in the deep freeze.
Sam can't play 'cause he's already learned about lobsters instead.
Ah, very well then. Let's open the book, shall we?
Okay. Lobster starts with L. So, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L. Lobster. Hey, I don't look like these lobsters. They're blue.
It says here that lobsters turn red when they're cooked, but most are actually a bluish-brown colour.
Oh, so I guess I don't have anything in common with lobsters after all.
Well, let's see about that. Why don't we go into the book and meet some lobsters?
Great idea, Dennis. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Into the book to have some fun. Where are we?
The Atlantic Ocean, Stanley. This is where the American lobster lives.
There's one. Hey, what's it doing?
It looks like it's searching for food.
But where are its eyes?
Well, lobsters don't have the same kind of eyes as humans do, so they use their antennae as feelers to find food.
Wow, those are some big claws.
Perhaps you should use your stanoscope to get a closer look.
Why is one claw bigger than the other?
Well, a lobster has two kinds of claws. The smaller one is called a pincer claw, and the larger one is called the crusher claw. The pincer is used to catch a lobster's prey. The crusher is used to crush it.
Whoa!
Sometimes the crusher is on a lobster's right side, making it right-handed, and sometimes it's on the left, making it left-handed. This lobster is right-handed because the crusher claw is on the right side. Can you wave your right hand like the lobster? Excellent!
I'll bet nothing can hurt that lobster. It's got those big claws and that cool shell.
The lobster's shell is its best defense against predators, but that doesn't mean it can't be harmed.
How come?
Well, Stanley, lobsters molt.
Molt?
When a lobster grows, it splits its old shell and steps out of it. That's called molting. And when a lobster molts, it can't protect itself.
Wow.
The lobster must hide immediately to protect itself from predators. So you see, Stanley, a lobster's shell is very important in protecting it from harm. He'll get a new one in about 8 weeks.
I wish I had a shell. That way maybe I wouldn't have gotten sunburned.
Actually, Stanley, you have something just as good as a shell to protect you from the sun.
You mean sunscreen?
That's right. And lucky for you, it comes in a bottle. You don't even have to molt.
I should have been more careful about protecting my skin from the sun.
Yes, indeed. Even though the sun may not seem that bright, you still need to be protected, no matter how appealing the water and sand may appear.
Sand? Oh no! I have to get back before the sand sculpture contest.
The contest's about to start, Stanley.
How's the sunburn, bro?
Still there.
How are you gonna be in the contest if you can't be in the sun?
I already put on sunscreen, and I can put on a t-shirt for extra protection.
So I guess the only question is, what kind of sand sculpture do we want to make?
I know!
Making a lobster sculpture was a terrific idea, Stanley.
Yeah, but I think we made it wrong. One of the claws is bigger than the other.
It's supposed to be that way. A lobster has one big crusher claw and a smaller pincer claw.
I never knew that.
And the lobster shell is important too. It protects them from getting hurt, just like sunscreen protects me from the sun.
Wow, Stanley, you're a lobster expert.
Thanks, Lionel. And thank you, Dennis. You're the smartest fish in the world.
Oh, go on.
Let's make a baby lobster to go with it.
No, that's okay, Mom. And how about we make it
How
tall?
about a goldfish?
Do I have to carry everything back to the car again?
Time for Toolfish.
Dudes, I just finished checking out the new fire hydrant down the street. It's awesome. So, what are you guys up to?
Nothing. Nothing.
You should check out that hydrant. It's rad, dude.
Me? Check out a fire hydrant? I think I'll just take your word for it.
Thanks, but maybe later.
Okay, what should we do instead?
I don't know. What would you guys like to do?
Hey, I know. We could go skiing.
Harry, there's no snow.
Bummer. Oh! We can go water skiing.
Harry, there's no water.
Bummer. We could play catch.
That's a great idea.
Now all we need is a ball.
I think there's one in the garage.
I'll go get it.
It's still not quite right. Did you measure twice and cut once?
Oh, I thought you said measure once and cut twice.
That could be the problem.
Hi, what are you making?
Hi, Stanley.
We're making a bookshelf for my room.
How's it going?
Well, not exactly the way we planned. Are we out of wood, Lionel?
I think so.
Cool, a saw. Are you gonna use it to cut the shelves?
Yes.
What if we cut the top piece shorter?
Well, that might work, but we'll need to take the whole thing apart and start over.
Hey, a hammer. Neato. Dad, can I work with you guys?
Sorry, Stanley, not this time.
But Dad, I'm a real good helper. Please, can't I help you and Lionel?
You're a great helper, Stanley, but you're a little young to be handling some of these tools. We'll all work on something together another time. Okay, kiddo?
Okay, but I wanted to be part of your team.
Sorry, little bro, but you heard what Dad said. Besides, even if you were old enough, you still don't know anything about carpentry.
I do hope this scarf doesn't turn out scratchy.
Carpentry. I know plenty about carpentry. Dennis? What's carpentry?
Ah, well, Stanley, to do carpentry means to build something out of wood. And a person who does that is a carpenter. They work with all sorts of tools and can build anything from, let's say, from a house to a sailboat to a...
Bookshelf?
Well, yes, I suppose.
Hey, there you are, Stanley. Did you find the ball?
Yeah, I found it. But
What's wrong, Stanley?
Dad and Lionel are building a bookshelf. I really want to help, but Dad said no.
Well, you are a little young to be using some of the tools involved in carpentry.
I know, unless... I've got it! Fish! The sawfish and the hammerhead shark.
What?
If I had a sawfish and hammerhead shark, then I wouldn't have to use tools, because they'd be my tools.
Carpentry sounds cool. I wouldn't mind learning how to be a carpenter myself.
Great idea, Harry.
Thanks, dude. What idea?
Learning to be a carpenter.
Oh! What idea?
If I meet the sawfish and hammerhead shark, they can teach me all about carpentry. Even if I can't use the tools, I can still learn to think like a carpenter. Then I can help Dad and Lionel.
Stanley, I'm not sure if that's really going to work.
Sure it will, Dennis. They're expert carpenters. It's gonna work great.
Oh, yeah, great.
And if we're going to meet a sawfish and hammerhead shark, then we're going to need the great big book of everything.
No singing! I will not have it! Stop your singing! Why aren't you two singing?
Not in the mood, dude.
Yeah, just don't feel like it.
Oh, well, how nice. Such a pleasant surprise. You know, actually, it feels rather strange not to hear it. I almost miss it.
Well,
If you want us to sing it.
No, that's not what I...
It's the great big book of everything with everything inside. See the world around us. This book's the perfect guide.
I hope I learn how to build a soundproof room.
Meet these fish and you will see how to build with carpentry.
Of course I blame myself.
Hammerhead shark. Hammerhead starts with the letter H. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. Look, there it is.
Hey, it really looks like a hammer.
Right you are, Harry. The hammerhead shark is easily identified by the unusual shape of its head. They're saltwater fish and are usually found in the ocean.
are sawfish also a saltwater fish?
Let's find out. S for sawfish.
It says here that sawfish are sharks, and although they occasionally enter the sea, sawfish are primarily found in freshwater.
I guess that means we'll have to visit them each separately. Well, we'd better get going. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Carpentry lessons, here we come. Whee!
I'll wait here. Oh, I have an important nap to finish.
Not me. I might want to build myself a doghouse someday. Cannonball!
Dogs.
Wow, its snout looks just like a saw.
Yes, and that saw-like snout is very important for the sawfish. Why don't you take out your stethoscope and get a closer look?
Cool, look at its teeth.
Actually, those teeth are not true teeth at all. They're really modified scales. The snout and the teeth work together to find and catch food. The snout of the sawfish can sense small prey buried in the sand. Once located, it uses its snout as a sort of rake to dig it up.
Wow! It's a saw and a rake.
Well, that's all very cool, but when am I going to learn about carpentry?
Well, Stanley, that's what I
know what'll get him started.
Good idea, Stanley. He'll be building stuff in no time.
Hey, where's it going? What about my lesson?
Well, Stanley, the sawfish never actually uses its snout to saw things.
Oh, man.
So if you're going to learn about carpentry...
It'll have to be from the hammerhead shark.
Well, no, that's not what I was going to say! Unlike the river where the sawfish was, this ocean is so salty, I need my scuba gear.
Weird. The shark's head is flat.
Yes, its flattened head helps it to swim. And similar to the sawfish, its head has sensors which can detect animals.
What's up with its eyes, dude?
Well, its eyes are placed far apart on either end of its head to extend the shark's range of vision, which is quite an advantage.
Except when purchasing sunglasses.
Can you think of another animal with eyes like the hammerhead shark? A cat? A monkey? Or how about a chameleon? Look, it's the chameleon. Its eyes are placed on either end of its head, just like the hammerhead sharks. Good job.
Hey, look at me. I'm ready to hammer.
Great. So, how does the hammerhead use its head for hammering?
Well, Stanley, I hate to tell you this, but...
Let me guess. The hammerhead shark doesn't actually hammer things.
Afraid so. You've hit the nail on the head.
Let's go home.
Oops, sorry.
You smell like fish.
So I was wrong about both of them. The sawfish and the hammerhead shark don't know anything about carpentry.
Sorry, Stanley.
And I'll never learn how to be a carpenter. And I'll never get to work with Dad and Lionel.
There you are, Stanley. Sorry we couldn't let you help out before.
That's okay. Did you finish your bookshelf?
Yeah, and we're gonna start painting. Dad went to find the paints, and I came to find you.
Me?
Of course, there are 2 artists in this family, and I'm sure not one of them.
Wow, really? You want me to help you and Dad paint the bookshelf?
Sure do. Hey, these fish are pretty cool. Do you think you could paint something like this?
Yeah, that's the sawfish and hammerhead shark. They don't really look like that, but they look great on your bookshelf.
Then let's get started.
So, it turned out I was wrong about the sawfish and hammerhead shark.
I'm afraid they don't make very good carpenters, do they?
No, but they do have special skills of their own. Like the sawfish can sense where its food is buried, and then use its saw to rake it up.
And the hammerhead's flattened head helps it to be a better swimmer.
Those are great skills. Do you know who else has a special skill?
Me!
That's right. You may not have been able to help your Dad and Lionel build the bookshelf.
But it was my painting that helped finish it.
And now, it's time to finish our day. Good night, Stanley.
Good night, Dennis.
The Sunny Summer Celebration continues tomorrow with a new Breakfast with Bear, plus Higglytown heroes Charlie and Lola, the Doodlebops, JoJo Circus, and Stanley. It's all part of the Sunny Summer Celebration, continuing tomorrow at 7, 6 Central, here inside Playhouse Disney.